Hello. I want to talk to you a minute about the educational training in the mechanical trades. I went to a community college. It's a junior college, but they offered technology courses. And the instructors I had, they were very good. They were very demanding to teach the students what they needed to know for the industry standards. And I come to work in a nearby state. And one of the other competing schools is the only one that trains people in this area. And I've been basically blacklisted by the bad reputation and bad experience other students have had. I'm not going to name that school, but I was looking at some of the reviews from that school, and basically it says that once the school accepts your money, it's like high school auto shop all over again. They don't really care that they run you through these classes, do the minimal training. I understood that the air brake course, they just brought in a demonstrator board that had all the pieces on like a sheet of plywood, and that's all the hands-on training those people were getting. So when people look at my resume that lists all these courses I took, all this education I have, then they says, who cares? And I've been kind of branded as a student with no education or experience. You know, there's a lot of companies out there that look at my education and they say, well, your experience is kind of old. Well, there's nothing I can do about that. I know that the other students from that school, all they teach down there is fan hubs and water pumps and turbos. They don't really teach you how to do any other repairs, and that's where my training comes in. I was trained in engines, transmissions, differentials, and a whole lot of other things that are not considered roadside repair. And the types of jobs I've been getting into are basically minimum wage. They don't care what my training is, as long as I can put a hose on a turbo and not bust the turbo clamp. I went to ASE, took a bunch of exams at my own expense. I know that's a little fuzzy and it's going to be hard to read, but I just kind of like covered up my name because I didn't want to publish that over the internet due to privacy. But I have all this training, and I've been basically a glorified tire technician, which it doesn't take a rocket scientist to buff a tire off and slap a patch on it or do an oil change. The only reason these people even want to hire me is because of my ASE credentials, even though most of their people don't have them. And then I end up doing more advising than I do actual real work that can generate an income. So I've got the opinion that some of these schools out there, regardless of the name, you see some advertised on television, they're not worth nothing. Everybody I've spoken to that went to one of these high dollar schools, private schools, say the education is crap. I've been looking at these reviews, and the students who posted these said the education is crap and would never go back. The school I went to, I would go back. I actually went on past the mechanical degree I have. Let me read you the courses I took. Diesel engines, diesel electrical systems, shop rules, software for technicians. That was basically how to operate a PC. Basic welding processes. That covered a lot of different types of welding. Diesel electronic systems. That was part 2 of basic wiring. Expiratory writing. That's just in English. Powertrains. That covered transmission and differentials. Mechanical transmissions. That's a new one. I didn't take that. Applied physics, air conditioning, hydraulics, biofuels, another English, electronic engines, medium and heavy brake systems, suspension and steering. There's some electives, preventative maintenance lab, medium and heavy duty tune-up. That was a troubleshooting course. Air brakes. Advanced equipment repair is basically, it was a culmination of the previous 2 years, and it was all put into one course where we was doing a variety of tear down and repair. We did some live jobs involving real trucks. And after I finished this associate degree, yes, it's a regular degree, and I went on into business administration. Courses I took in that was business law 1 and 2, principles of financial and managerial accounting, another English class, introduction to business, survey of economics, principles of management, business ethics, another computer class, business communications, and some other electives. So I basically have enough credits right now to have a bachelor degree, but yet I'm stuck working with people that have limited or no education, earning just above minimum wage, and it's very depressing. It's depressing that employers won't recognize my dedication to the repair industry. They won't recognize that I had existing experience before I went to college. And basically all I care about is getting somebody through the door as cheaply as possible, who's going to provide expert service as quickly as possible and very cheaply. Remind you, very cheaply. I'm kind of disgusted looking for a real opportunity when I'm applying at places that put me on hold for 6 months. Yes, 6 months. I had somebody contact me 4 months after I applied, asking me if I was still interested. And that was for some trucking company for a job doing trailer repair, I believe. So, I don't really know if I want to continue my education or keep working as a glorified lube tech. Tough call, and the economy's tough. The trucking companies aren't spending money on repairs. Basically, they wring every dollar they can get out of a truck, and then they trade it off on a new one. And then you got problems like Max Force coming out, pure friggin' garbage. Detroit's now Mercedes. Mercedes are junk. They might be good running engines and things, but they're a nightmare to repair, and the turbos blow to pieces all the time. Most of the road calls I've been on involving a turbo and a Mercedes gets towed to the dealership. Well, that's what I have today. Thanks for watching, and any comments are greatly welcome. Have a great day.